Yo, what's up, guys? How's it going? Okay, so I'm gonna update you very quickly because I'm waiting for a game since this coin's keeping me up at night now. This is a long time resistance dating back about 36 days. Is it gonna break up the first time? What do you guys think? Maybe, maybe not. But there's also a channel that is very clearly defined. Okay, so is it likely that it's gonna break both the channel and the 36-day resistance, or is it likely that maybe hit this trend line one more time? So if you think it's worth your money to risk trading this coin because it's going to long, then you can buy it on the breakout. If you believe that it's going to maybe hit this one more time, and then after it hits it, then it might go upwards, or it might actually continue down. Okay, then you should short it. But there's definitely an opportunity right now. A good entry would probably be like on the 1 minute chart, like below a lower low, maybe below a lower low, like around here, if it hits it. Okay, that'd be a pretty good entry in my opinion. So 6:30, I'm up. Obviously, I'm up for a reason because I'm interested in shorting it, if that makes sense. It also can't really penetrate above this region. Like this region has resistance, resistance, resistance. So if it falls back below this tiny little yellow line here, like in here, chances are it's going to hit this line, and then chances are it's going to break that eventually. That's my thought. All right, let's just do a quick update on C98. So it tried to break up multiple times. Like literally, like how many times now? 4 or 5 times over the past hour and a half. Going very far back, you see that July resistance. On a higher time frame, it shows incredible bullishness and could very well spike to the upside. We don't know. But for now, what we see in a lower time frame is you can't look at anything like RSI or MACD or anything like that here. Really, it's not going to give you the best indication. But if I had to look at MACD, I see there's a much lower low every time. Not that one. Sorry, this one. It's getting lower lows. Because it's getting lower lows but higher highs, on the 5 minute time frame, it's pretty bearish. So you have to see this as like a dual resistance, okay? See this as a dual resistance. So if something were to happen, it's most likely going to just smash up or come down, right? But because we tried multiple times to break to the upside, and because there's a dual resistance from the yellow line and from the channel, the chances of us breaking up now that we've rejected multiple times is pretty slim. So it's more likely to correct for now and come to the downside, just for now. I'm not saying it's, like 100% guaranteed going to do that, but it's more likely, in my opinion at least. I think it's going to hit down over here again, the 1680 ranges, like wherever this channel is. I think it's going to hit there one more time because just I can't count this, right? There's like it's just a tough Elliott wave count. Usually when you see things like this happen, right, you're gonna get like, let's just for example, just assume that's some sort of shitty ass 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a channel or in a corrected wave. It's gonna at least try to correct like a Fibonacci retracement of that, okay? And if it does, I'd say like 17, 18, at least it would hit it to something like that. So we just can't see it going up right now. I see three red candles, 1, 2, 3, which are indicative of about three black crows. If this continues and closes pretty bearish with a solid red candle, three black crows would indicate a downtrend. So I can't really be bullish on this coin for now. But what worries me is the MACD on the 15 minutes still going upwards. So on the higher time frames above 5 minutes, it's pretty bullish for now. All right, so just looking at C98, I mean, there's a massive resistance dating back, okay, all the way to like July, the beginning of July at 1750, which is a 36-day resistance. We hit it. There's also a channel like that, okay, that's making some sort of five. Sometimes it can overlap, man. In the channel, I've seen tons of overlapping. I don't follow Elliott Wave religiously, like, because it's 100 years old almost, right? Literally, it was published in like 1920 or something. I'm just gonna Google when that was published. When was Elliott Wave theory published? It was in 1938, so it's been literally 90 years ago, 85 years. So I don't follow it down to a science. Sometimes I can see overlapping. I see a major channel in here, and the channel is at a dual resistance right here. Okay, right here at the yellow resistance from the July resistance, and also I see the channel resistance. So I think it's more likely to correct a little bit first before going to the upside than it is to just smash to the upside. So I will wait a little bit just to see how this goes, and then I will most likely enter a short really soon. I just wanted to break this right here. I really wanted to break that right there. Like this support, pretty much. However you want to define it on whatever time frame you prefer the most. I would say the 1 minute time frame is good. So this type of structure could easily just smash up though. Like it can just go boom upwards like that. So you have to be extremely careful. You have to watch it very diligently as well. So there's no room for errors on this coin. Like there's no choice but to just really watch the price action, really watch the volume. So on my other screens, you guys don't see it, but I've got my volume tab up, right? So this volume is gonna just kind of show me. So on my left monitor, I have the 1 minute time frame. On the right monitor, I have the 2 minute time frame. And then and then this one here, I'll use whatever time frame I need to. So 1 minute on the left, 2 minute on the right. And then this one here is most likely going to be on the 30-second time frame or 15-second, because it's actually quite volatile if you look. Like from up there to down here, it dropped 2.5% in like not even 10 minutes. So I gauge it by roughly 1% per 5 minutes, which is very volatile, which means in 1 hour, if it moves like 1% per 5 minutes, it can move 12% an hour. So that's how I gauge the volatility. I also see a major trend line that could break down. If this major trend line breaks to the downside, that is where I would be entering. I might miss my entry though on camera because I have to pause my OBS to move all these screens around. Give me a second here. Okay, give me a sec. Okay, I've entered just now. Pretty good. All right, so I entered just a few minutes ago with a very big position, $170,000 I've entered. I like the way the formations are forming. Okay, so this is looking good. Sometimes I pause it and it seems like I haven't gone anywhere in between, but the pause, I'm still sitting here, right? So time has lapsed a little bit. So now let's just get a break on here. And if we get a break on here, the RR is going to be very good. Like short tool, I'll show you guys. The RR, pretty much I entered already right around there. So it'd be 126 or so, like that. No, 130 is my entry. Like that, okay. I'm gonna go back up above that trend line. I'm gonna stop myself out quick though. Actually, I'll probably give myself 1%, and I'll go for like a 2% gain for $3,400. And then after that, that's gonna be a really nice profit, maybe even more. 2.5% would be good. So my RR is 2.5 to 1, which is a really good setup. I'd probably allocate more though. Honestly, I'm okay to lose about 2%. Might even retest up there again. So my RR is anywhere between 1.2 to 2.5. So that's a good setup. It's a good number. It's a good high probability trade. I can win. It's very high chance. So now let's take a look at the MACD. On the 5 minute, it starts to come down hard. The 6 minutes coming down. 7 minute, 8 minute, 9 minutes coming down hard. The stepping of the histogram is on my side, but I don't want to just look for. The thing is, you don't want to just look for clues for why it's gonna why it's bearish, right? I have to maintain a neutral bias because if you're too bearish and you want it to be bearish, you're gonna look for signs that will make it look bearish, right? So you can't do that. You have to be very conscious of the fact that you're in a position that's bearish, so you also have to look for signs of how it can go up to protect yourself. Okay, so the bulls are like trying really hard right now according to price action, but you can see based off of the trades here that it's starting to show more red than green. The bears are trying to sell, but there's an equal amount right now. Like it really is equal. This trend line is kind of the only thing saving the bulls right now, in my opinion. But if I look at the 30-second MACD, it's up, right? It's up. It's up. So it's trying to break up. So the MACD has to start reversing to the downside, otherwise the bulls are going to win. So this red needs to curve down. This blue needs to curve down. It's got, if one bar goes there, it's going to indicate the momentum is up, right? So you got to really be watching the low time frames. 15 seconds going up as well. See that? Big up, big up. The momentum's up. So it needs to break really soon. Let's go to a lower time frame. Sometimes it's just not enough. So see that curvature indicates up. See that? Up, up again, up. Needs to come back down. Come on. Fuck, man, the momentum's definitely up. Up. I'm down a lot now for $300, $400. So 5 seconds shows a doji. 15 seconds still going up. There's volume. It's got billion dollars of volume almost. Funding rate is negative 0.4, so it's favoring the bulls a little bit right now based off of funding rate. So if that funding rate expires in 3.5 hours, I'm going to be paying 0.4% of 2K. So $800 I'd be paying. So let's see if it's going to attempt to come down again. So 5 seconds shows down finally. Let's see if it can start riding over, where it can just stay in the negative, stay below the zero. So this is a nasty candle on a 2-minute time frame. This is not a good candle for the bulls. That one there, so it needs to continue. On a higher time frame, it's now moving over to, what is it, 10-minute time frames crossing down. But these are lagging indicators, so not really the best. Just I'm on edge a little bit because it's at a support. Every time it's like at a support level like this, where there's a trendline support, there's a possibility for a huge bounce. So it needs to break right away soon. This is the third time it's touched it, so is there going to be a fourth? Maybe. Okay, so they're still trying to break down right now. It's just on edge between the bulls and the bears, the fight. Some red, some green. What's Bitcoin doing? Ah, Bitcoin fucking rallied. Oh wow, got back up to a lot. How's my portfolio looking? Portfolio is neutral today. So far at least. So C98, I just don't see this going up, to be honest. I'm so bearish on it. The 1 hour wants to come down. Like, it's just lower high, lower high, lower high. I think it's just a matter of me being patient now and understanding that I'm bearish and there's a really high chance of this breaking down right now. So I will just relax and wait. So see this? See that? See the trend line? It's whenever it stays at a trend line like this for this long on the third time, I would say it's fighting very hard and it can go either way, but it would have bounced already. Like, for example, here it just bounced hard, right? Here it bounced hard. Here it's pushing to go down. It's trying to break like 1725 regions hard. And you can just see how red this is across the board. You see that, right? So I'd like to have my market order book just a lot lower. Just you can just see the magnitude, right? The magnitude of the reds and how many people are selling right now. There's not, but it doesn't mean that like because there's no green that it can't go up. Because what people could do is they can put their bids, like they can stack their bids over here, right? They can stack their bids over here, and then what can happen is people can sell to the bids. So even though you see a lot of red, people are selling to the bids, and then it can still go to the upside. So it looks like the momentum is actually bullish now. 30 seconds still going up. So I think the Bears lost this particular fight. So, excuse me, I burped. So I don't know, man. Ah, fucking down a lot now. I don't like to lose. I mean, if this spikes up, I'm gonna lose a massive amount. So I have to really be on top of it. I have to close it on my phone because it's a lot better. I'm down $400 right now. 200. Even. Ooh, that's not a good sign for the bulls. Like, oh man, see that? Oh shit, the Bears are driving. Come on, the Bears are driving home. So another thing you could think about is even though you see a lot of green, it doesn't mean it can be bullish, right? It could mean that the Bears are stacking their asking price up here, and then they keep driving the price lower because they put their asking price here and they force like a wall. So if there's like a wall there, then people are basically buying into the short positions. Do you know what I mean? So there's many ways to look at it. So market order book can be kind of misleading sometimes. So I'm stretching. Always stretch, man. Never sit down all day. So that's a big ass red candle. Like, let's see how it looks on a 2 minute time or a 30-second time frame. Fighting, fighting, fighting. I'm just gonna post in my Discord group. They're fighting really hard right now. Oh man, come on. My emotions are running hot right now because I'm hungry. Haven't eaten breakfast yet. I've been up for hours and haven't had food in a while. So I'm thirsty too. I should get some water. Always, always drink water, man. Don't drink anything when you're trading. Excuse me for gulping water down on camera. Look at this, man. Look at the Bears trying. I think that we won. I think this is it. Look at the red. It's like, mm, oh man, the hammers, the hammers. It's so annoying. The volume's increasing. Come on, just finish red. Finish red. I want more signs of bearishness. A fucking red candle, good. Pretty decent. The more often there's pressure like this, the more likely the bulls are going to give up and capitulate. Capitulate means basically one side completely giving up. So the bull, when you say a term like the bulls capitulate, it means they've completely given up and the bears have taken over. So let's see if there's more data. 5 minute down, our side's really dropping. 10 minute is just closed in the other candle. 8 minute, I use every time frame, is looking pretty nasty and bearish. Do I exit this position now because I fear it spikes up? Nope, I see a gap. I see a gap. This one here might be the signal on the 1 minute time frame. I saw it right here. This is the gap. The gap can indicate a really bearish. See the gap between the bodies? Right here. The gap between these two bodies. Okay, from this close and that open, the price kind of jumped, which means that people started stacking up a lot of sell orders at that price range in between there. So because there's a gap in the price there, it indicates usually a pressure to that side where the gap is. So now it indicates a pressure to the gap side of the bears. So because of that, I think the bears have won this trade. I think that there was a lot of a fight between holding the support trend line for over 20 minutes, and now the bears have actually taken over. So I'm tempted to take my profit, to be honest, because it's 1,000 already, and I'm leveraged times 10 because I didn't want to move my money from my spot to here and sell some of the things I'm holding. So because of that, I had to leverage high, but I have the liquidity. I just want you guys to know that. So, but because I'm leveraged high to a $170,000 position and I'm up a grand, makes me just want to get out of it because it has been a stressful position, I do have to admit. And the more stressful of a position I'm in, it will indicate that I should probably be less exposed because I might make bad decisions. So when you get out of a trade, when you're stressed out. Even if you take a little bit of profit, it is better than to be in a trade, be overexposed, be stressed out, and basically have the possibility of making bad decisions. So the risk is inherent when you are in a position for a long time. So what I find very funny is how like I think I'm a pretty good trader because of the decisions that I make, the income that I make as well, and I make a lot of educational videos. But what makes me laugh is like how people will never fully watch a live trade of mine. If you actually watch this entire live trade of mine, comment that you watched it because trust me, you are going to be much more successful than the people that don't watch live trades. People just want the quick answer, like they just want the quick solution of like, oh yeah, you know, just tell me what to do, tell me what to do, and like, tell me the, oh fuck it, it's so loud that I learned. Oh my ears hurt. Tell me the magical strategy that's gonna make me millions of dollars, right? They don't want to put in the time to fucking learn and understand that it takes a lot of effort to do something like this. So I'm up a little bit right now already. I'm gonna slowly start taking my close, my profit here. I'm gonna close about 200,000 right now, or 300,000. Okay, I'm gonna close 300,000. I'll close my short just a little bit at a time, not a lot. So it's gonna lag my computer right now because whenever I do that, it lags a lot, and then I'll show my profits after. I don't know why Chrome lags a lot on my computer when it comes to day trading. Every laptop I've ever had, it has always 100% lagged whenever I use Binance. Even though this CPU is insane. Let me show you. I'm using a stupid crazy computer, the Ryzen 9 6900HX. That's incredible how powerful this processor is, but yet I still lag quite often on it. So I closed a little bit of my position already. It looks like it's going to end up downtrending further, so I will close more very, very soon. I just want to have a conservative target because of all the things that I identified earlier already when it came to my stress level. I'm very, very tired this morning. I have to be very honest about that, okay? So let's see if this is going to make a lower low. And when it does do it, I'll gradually take in my profit here and there. So the first 300,000 that I sold ended up making me a profit of, hang on, it's lagging. As usual, Binance lagging is normal. Hasn't updated yet. Lagging. Okay, it took in $400, partially closed. Let's see if it actually shows it on the position history. Yeah, there we go. So $400. Okay, so pretty decent so far. Nice. So this is from the weekend. $2,300 profit, 1,371, $1,565. Okay, that's just a few days ago here. Let me just keep going. Took a $600 loss, but I made 1,800 that same day. And then I made 1,172. Took a like $450 loss there. But after that, I made 1,300 and then 2,200, right? And then 1,200, right? And then now I'm up this. So I'm on a pretty major win streak right now. Yeah. I wonder if it's going to get back up to above there. All right, so my position is going in my favor again. I was checking out API 3. API 3, somebody, my friend pointed it out, Max. I like Max. This is my boy. You guys should join my Discord group, honestly. It's pretty active. Like, I'm always here. I'm here more than everybody. Way more than everybody. Like, so much more than everybody. I post like crazy. If you guys haven't taken my course yet, you need to DM me. I'm not kidding. I'll give you guys a good deal on it. Trust me, my course is the difference between your success or not. I'm just being 1,000% fucking honest. You need to take it. It's in the link below. Okay, guys? If you want to get a good deal on it, you can DM me. It's normally $995 for it. What do you get? You get a lifetime Discord membership. You also get my book that's going to be mailed out to you, and you get a PDF copy. But the book is mailed out October 1st, and you also get my course, which is 26 hours over 42 lessons. You can check out the website here. I don't want to go through all of it, but it has 4 components. Once again, the bull market strategy guide, It has the lifetime Discord membership. It has the book mailed out to you. And you're also entered into a draw to Istanbul, Turkey. See exactly what you get. You can learn more about me, see what people are saying about the group, check out the course outline as well. Okay, it's all super detailed. I'm a very reliable and trustworthy person, and I would say that I do a good job leading the group because my main focus is to see you succeed. And you can also check out the table of contents for the strategy guide book. It's normally $1,000 roughly, but I'll give you a good deal on it. If you really want to get it, DM me, man. I'm gonna be more than happy to give you a good deal on it. It's time for you to invest in yourself, honestly. Like, I wish if my strategy guide was available to me back then, like if I took a course like this, I would have skipped I would have saved myself 2 years of a headache. I'm not joking, like 100% I would have saved 2 years on a headache. You have no idea what you're gonna learn in my course until you actually finish it. And until you actually just set inside the Discord group for a few days, go through the first few lessons of my course, you're gonna be like, holy fuck, man, this makes so much more sense now, especially the way I explain it. It's like I explain it in a way that's detailed, but honestly, if you were like 12 years old, you would be able to understand it as well because I explain things in a very clear and concise way. My dad was a teacher, man. I'm not kidding. It's in my blood to teach. It really is. So the Bears are still driving it home, as you can see here. I think that we're just gonna go for one little more push to like this region down over here. So this white line, it broke 100%, okay? I think we're just gonna make a little bit of a push to come down over here now, like to at least there. Oh, we did already. We hit there already. I didn't know that. Shit. That was actually my area to take profit or miniature profit more. Now it's like, so this is gonna be not the best trade that I took. It's not even gonna be a 1% scalp unless it drops a lot more. I reduced my position by 300,000, which was which was $50,000. I reduced my position by. So now instead of 170K, I'm in it for $120,000. So this is going to be a pretty decent trade still. Like I think it's got a momentum to come down, so I might just be kind of rushing this. But it's early. I want to say good morning to my pets. I want to feed them. I want to say hi to my wife as well, and I want to start my day. Started right. I woke up today at 3:30 in the morning. That's pretty early, right? Very, very early. So I don't want to really be on the computer right now. I want to save my energy to like start my day a little bit, go for a walk, get some exercise, get some food, and then start trading a little bit more. So because of all of this stuff that I'm factoring in, I'm gonna close another 50,000 position. How much do I have? I'm gonna close another 100,000. But it just seems like it's gonna break down. So it's like, why should I close my position? You know what I mean? The answer is just to minimize my risk. So I'm gonna close 100K here. Okay. I'm gonna close another 100K right here. Every time it just gets to lower price points, I'm gonna close more and more. I think it's trying to break down still. I just don't want it to triple bottom there. So now I've taken, I don't think this is updated yet. No, definitely hasn't updated that because I've taken more profit than that, obviously. So I'm going to take another 100,000. So it's getting a little bit lower. Take another 100,000. Yeah, I'm done. I'm out. I'm going to close 200,000 here and I'm out. Okay, close it. All right. Just a little bit of lag. I spiked it up a little bit. So let's see what I took in here. Let's refresh the page. Guys, not bad, guys. $1,658 I took in right here. See it? 1,658. Look at my win streaks, man. My win streaks are fucking insane. Like that's crazy money, don't you think? That's so crazy. Like check it out again. This day I lost a little bit, but look at that. 2,300, 1,400, 1,500, right? $600 loss. Let's see my P&L for the past weekend. Yo guys, what's up? So I have traded only $6.5 million this month or in the past 30 days, which is really not a lot because in a bull market, I will trade 30 to 40 million dollars in volume a month. And then this is my P&L here, okay, guys, for the past 4 days, pretty much. This is showing it from August the 5th to the 9th. I only go 1 week at a time, basically from Saturdays to the end of the Saturday. This is from Saturday, basically. Let's put it that way. So I'm up $13,000 in 5 days. So 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. That's 5 days of trading. I'm up $13,000, and my average profit per day is about $2,600. If I did this every single day for a year, I would make $1 million. And keep in mind that in a bull market, I make way more than this. I make times 20 this. So you can imagine how I'm able to make anywhere from $2 to $3 million a year in a bull market. So I hope that you enjoyed this live trade, guys. Bam, motherfuckers. Bam.